Finishing touches will soon begin on the $6 million North Central Street streetscape project. City leaders held an open house to show out the landscape plans, including a linear park at Baxter Avenue. The city says it wants to finish that project with shade trees and greenery along that corridor.
Lots of different colors, things that'll be in color at different times of the year, and then of course softening up this street. So instead of it being just a street with some sidewalk, we'll have a lot more green and a lot softer edges.
That makeover will depend on the weather. Crews plan to begin planting this spring. One mother forces her teenage